told y'all they'll never gon' change. You don't know ass nigga, that be the gang. Same nigga I used to be. Fried niggas get used to me. Dead man if you fool with me. Say that for your eulogy. Hands up like it's two of me. Yo, what is going on, y'all? It's your boy VeLL. We're back with another Mobile Legends video, and I'm here with my homie Soul Bash.
What's going on, guys?
Hey, so today we wanted to bring you all this sponsored video. Shout out to Knox. And if you don't know what Knox is, we're going to be helping you all learn how to play Mobile Legends on PC or on Mac or on your devices, basically on your computers and stuff. So basically, if you don't know, Soul Bash actually plays Mobile Legends from his computer all the time. Same as Jimmick, and you have some other notable people in the community who always play from a PC because it just feels better to them than playing from a phone, because a lot of people have come from League of Legends and Dota and stuff like that, so a lot of people are used to the PC feel. So if you want to do that, Knox is definitely what you want to use to do it. So let's just jump right into it. The first thing that I wanted to tell you all about is the multi-drive that Knox has, which allows you to use different Android versions. So you can use the Android version 4.4.2, 5.1.1, or Android version 7.1.2. And basically, yeah, whichever version you prefer, you can use that version. You can use them simultaneously, and also you can kind of configure this and set it up the way that you want to set it up. So you might be wondering, what's the benefit to using an emulator such as Knox? Now, if it feels good, better with you on a PC, you can do that. If you feel better playing your games with a controller, you can do that as well. So yes, like if you want to play PUBG Mobile or something like that, and you want to use your PS4 controller, you can literally use your PS4 controller. That's how good Knox is. So this is the multi-drive, as you can see here on the screen. If you can see what Bash uses. He'll explain this. I'll let him show you what he uses, his settings and stuff.
So I'm basically using the 4.4.2 version for what I do with Mobile Legends. Very basics, nothing fancy with it, so it doesn't like really bog your system down either. As far as settings, when you get into the game, we just finished up a custom match there, so let's jump back in. What I do is I set up for a controller. I play with the controller. You don't have to play with the controller. This emulator works great with the keyboard and mouse as well. So if you're used to playing with keyboard and mouse, you'll be super comfortable with it. But other than that, the basics of the keyboard and mouse, you have the options right here on the side. Pretty much what you could do is you could drag your joystick in. There's sensors. You could multi-strike keys. There's a MOBA skill casting. This is new. I have not used this myself when I have used it, but what this will actually let you do is map a hotkey that will pretty much kind of work similar to like in League of Legends. So when you press the key, you have a direction that you can cast your skill in, and you use that direction with your mouse. And when you click it, you pretty much use that ability. So you don't have to go down and aim and, directionally aim with that. So if you were to open this back up, add a mobbing casta skill to this, and let's say if I were to press E on the keyboard for that, and let's get this saved. Now when I press and hold down E, everywhere my mouse goes, like literally, you can pretty much turn it into kind of like playing League of Legends. So, and for the basic movement with a keyboard and mouse, you have your joystick. So you just drag your joystick in, make it the proper size, a little bit too large there, but just line it up and it's good. So when you click save, now your keyboard works for it. So keyboard works, E, like you could set up so much easy stuff with this. And on top of that, if you use a controller, it makes it so much easier. So controller setups, it's basically your left stick, your right stick you won't really use too much because, I keep the clicks. So you could set it up to hotkey different things, but for myself, I use the controller to move around, and then I'll set up single hotkeys for like my regen and a single hotkey for my basic attack. So basic attack will be like my left trigger on my controller, and then the regen will be the left bumper. And after that, I just save the stuff. And there we go. Hold on. Forgot to put the joystick on there. So get our joystick in. And now we can save this. and joystick works with it. Left bumper works regen. I can attack with the L2 trigger, and I can control basically my skills, everything. I can keep up with the map with my mouse. Like it just all depends on what your play style is. If you're comfortable with the keyboard or if you're comfortable with a controller for movement, it's all up to you. There's a lot of ways you can just really make this game a whole lot easier to play for yourself. Instead of looking at a little tiny screen, you can look at it in this nice big monitor.
Yeah, so basically you see a lot of great players. You've seen Bass, like you've seen, we've been ranking up and how quickly we're moving through the ranks, even though it slowed down a little bit. I actually haven't played with Bass today. But yeah, you can see how some of the greatest players in the community, like Jimmick, you see Bass performing crazy. You see a lot of players actually using the PC, and this is how it's done. This is like a lot of players are using Knox, and what's crazy is we actually noticed when we were watching some of the competitive and pro gameplay that somebody over at Mobile Legends at Moonton was actually using Knox to cast the tournaments. So to actually show the tournaments and all, you know, the big Mobile Legends live streams that get millions of views and stuff, they're using Knox as well. So like literally Knox is like the biggest emulator and the best emulator that you want to go for if you want to go for an emulator. And obviously I'm going to leave Knox link down below so you can go ahead down there, check it out, download it, and try it out for yourself. But yeah, it's actually great how this works like this. I mean, it makes me want to actually play on PC a little bit more. I've done a little bit of playing with Knox. I've done a little bit on PC. You all know that I'm not a huge fan of playing on PC. That's why because I came from League of Legends, so I switched from PC to go over to the phone. But this emulator is definitely smooth. When it comes down to getting that same exact feel from playing League of Legends on a mobile game or playing some type of shooter or something, and you want to do that from for a mobile game on your PC, Knox is definitely the best option for that. So what's some other experiences that you had playing with Knox, Bass? Like what's a benefit that you have that made you switch from mobile to using Knox?
For the fact that the settings right here, I can go into the settings, advanced settings, and I can customize how many cores it uses of my computer, how much RAM it uses, the size aspect ratio, how many frames per second, everything you can change to your advantage. So if you're having trouble lagging or anything like that, you could, you adjust your settings, turn them down, maybe try a 1080p or something lower than that. That way you can get some better frame rates or better resolution. Just all depends on your computer and setup. Just make sure like you know what your specs are and what your computer can handle when you are using this program.
Okay, so yeah, you have even more control than you would have with a phone. So yeah, with a device with a phone, you can't really control all those settings. But when you're using Knox, you have the advantage of being able to use your phone, but you also have the power behind it of a PC. So I feel like that's a huge selling factor. That's a huge factor, and that's part of the reason that when you see people playing on PC, they're not really lagging when they play Mobile Legends. They have a great experience. They're able to actually hit their abilities, and it's not kind of all jittery and like laggy and stuff like that because it's on a PC, and a PC has more than enough power to run Mobile Legends and all of your favorite games. So I know one thing that's really big in the community right now is PUBG as well. So I know you all really love PUBG, and PUBG players some of them have been using PC as well too, emulators like Knox. So sometimes when you think that someone is like, oh my God, he has crazy aim, his fingers must be super fast on the phone. No, a lot of times they're using emulators and stuff as well. And it just looks like look at Bash. Bash is using a controller right now, and it looks like he's just using his finger or a regular phone or something. So you can't really tell the difference. But yeah, that's actually insane. So yeah, this is how players are playing on PC and getting great top tier mobile experiences. So yeah, if you're a fan of the mobile gaming scene and you like to play different mobile games, this works. Like Bash has already showed you how to hotkey different things, make it so you can press different buttons on your controller, press different buttons on your mouse and keyboards and stuff like that. So if you want to play different games, set up your own keys for certain games, whatever games that you play, it's 100% possible with Knox. So once again, homies, the link is down in the description. Shout out one more time to our sponsor, Knox. Shout out to the homie Soul Bash for helping me with this video, since he actually this is what he uses to play every time you see us playing together. So Hopefully you all enjoyed it. Hopefully you all learned a lot from this video, and hopefully you go and try out Knox, because it really is worth it in my opinion. But let me know what you all think in the comment section down below. Let me know if you enjoy using Knox, and I'm gonna catch you all on the next video, homies. Peace out, y'all. I'm on it. Can't fail for my family, I want it. So they'll never need